82 Blue Jays. '82 Mariners. He's a lefty. We haven't ever used the Blue Jays. Always got the 12-6 curve. I bet.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Interleague Baseball
Alrighty.
on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
Nice.
Oh. Strike two. And a swing and a miss. One out.
Batting second, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Lauer. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
Damn.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Will Smith, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Step off throw to first. Tucker dives back in.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. How much throw saved? That's a stolen base. And that one is downstairs. Yeah, the count 1-2. Got him swinging. That's out number two.
Plays that one.
Man on second, two down. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Ball one there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
In the air to left center. Sanchez has a beat on it. And that'll do it.
All right.
Back now in Toronto. And taking the ball for the Dodgers,
Roki Sasaki.
How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy in the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Nathan Lucas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman takes it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Almost got him. Line drive.
Over that. Over those. Over those.
Around first, heading for two. There comes the throw into second, and he's got a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
That one out to right. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Now the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Intentional walk.
On the ground to third, Muncy there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second, Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Nice grab, throw to first, and
all right,
very
he made
nicely
good contact
done
with
for the
that.
out.
No bueno. Oh, he's got a cutter.
High fly
Oh,
ball,
I like the
right
cutter.
field. Lucas moving under this one. 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just
What
a
was
little
it,
bit.
circle?
Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's to third, and that's just foul. No score here in the second. Foul ball. Lauer, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh my God. Gotta be kidding me.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Cuts and
Nice.
misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
I guess
Oh,
you throw
right
it
down the
hard,
middle.
you can
That
get away with
blinks.
locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss as he
Oh
was
my God.
Strike
What am I
three.
doing?
It's a strikeout for Sasaki.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Fouled off down the right side. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if he can
Go,
achieve
go,
something.
go, go, go,
And it's
go,
into the gap.
go.
Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Nice.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Throw on to Freeman. Play is made, 2 out. And next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Man at second. Jackknifes
Oh, I
out of the
swung at
way.
that.
towards right center field. Tucker really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
For the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a miss.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. So here's Kyle Tucker now, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Tucker.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
To the right side, Clement slings to first, and Tucker is retired. And that is that.
He's learning.
Back now in Toronto. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Here's the 0-2.
Let's go, bro.
Extra bases. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
All right, we get our double.
All over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss.
I jerked my head.
Really
I'm
back-to-back
tripping.
sliders now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Strike 3.
God.
That's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Intentional walk here with 2 out.
Interesting.
They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Eloy Jimenez. He's 0 for 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. The Blue Jays looking to strike first here in the last half of the 3rd. Got him swinging for the K.
God damn it, bro. This pitcher is crazy.
Start of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
That's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Fought off foul. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what
That's what I did last time.
right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
In the dirt. 4th inning underway. No score. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Lucas should have this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to 3rd with 1 away. And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at-bat. Rolled out to second in his first at-bat. And he swings over the top there. Comes up empty.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to.
Swings and misses.
Yes.
Struck him out.
That was huge.
Strikeout there.
Third baseman, Matt Muncy.
Gets him
Got
to chase
him.
after that one.
Shit, I knew that was going to
And that's a
happen.
base hit. In comes the first run of the
I
game.
didn't-
It's 1-0 Dodgers. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact
Fuck.
leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Pajes swings through it for strike 1. Runner at second. 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to third. Not in time. He's safe. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
You have got to be fucking shitting me right now, bro.
For the Dodgers, shortstop, Hesson Kiernan.
Hard
You're
grounder
fucking-
into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Pajes around third. Safe. 3-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Man on second, 2 down. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-2.
Oh.
Lauer fires. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends.
Oh my God, bro. They should not have 3 runs right now.
Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
There we go.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Is he fast? Fuck it, we're stealing.
Quick toss to first, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want him.
Runner on the go. They pitch out.
And as a pitch,
Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing. And a big swing and a miss.
All right, bro.
The Dodgers leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Smith gathers, throws, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Clement stands in here.
What?
Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
That's the ball.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down, nobody on. Freeland tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 5th. Shohei Ohtani. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Tommy Nance.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Carrying well. Off the batter's eye and gone. A solo shot. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Out towards right center field. Varsho settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Nance measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. That one hammered center field. That's back. Off the batter's eye and gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. And that skips in the dirt.
Oh.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next,
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next, For the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Oh.
Got him swinging. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Tyler Heineman.
Well, these Jays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Ball to strike.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Two on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground,
No,
and
foul.
it goes just foul. 2-2 now. Catcher has it, fires to first.
Oh my God, I actually made
Feeds
it.
to the bag and reaches on the strikeout. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
Heineman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Well struck left field. And that should be extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job of driving.
Alex Vesia will take over here.
And never an easy situation coming in with the runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Vesia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The 1-2.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Runners at
Bro.
second and third and one out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. The Jays trying to get back into this one. Last half of inning number 5. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Eloy Jimenez now. And that one fouled off. Grounds one to short. Kim. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed.
Bro.
Top of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And the 0-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a
I don't have any pitches, bro.
Now on the bump, Mason Fluharty.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Pajes gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Strike 2.
Oh.
And down on strikes he goes. And now one away. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A switch hitter batting right. Swinging a ground ball to Jimenez. What a double play that was. Inning over. Well, we go bottom 6. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Fouled off left side. That's outside. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle.
Here we go.
And there's a hit. And a man aboard.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just to...
He's another minute.
Simple, soft liner into center.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Blake Trinan.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have.
Freeland fires to second for 1. To first.
Oh my God.
Nicely done. Bases empty after the double play. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss.
Bro, why do I go so low? It's right
He's a
here.
bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And that is that. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
Ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1.
Oh.
Ground ball left side. Sends it across to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
For the Dodgers,
Will Smith
catcher,
to
Will
the plate.
Smith.
He's already homered in this game. And that one hammered out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0. In the air, left field. And that is that. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like
Bro,
Ricky
I am
Anderson,
so bad.
Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Bang.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out at my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Vladdy swings through it for strike one.
That's the ball.
One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Oh.
Late with the swing there. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. He gets the intentional walk here.
Bro, what are we doing?
Base with 2 gone.
I guess, like, is this next level comp that I don't know about?
Eloy Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. Pickoff move to second. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
So that is like comp.
So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the back here at Rogers Center, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hernandez on at first. Nobody out. Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
For the Dodgers,
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That's inside. Man at first, 1 away. That's a little high. Ball 2. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Hernandez around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Bowling.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. The flip, and they get the out. Alex Freeland now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're in the top of the 8th. Popped up. And that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Eloy Jimenez.
Eloy Jimenez.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Oh, he can't bring it in. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Gets him to chase after that one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
On the ground, right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And
base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Ernie Clement. The next to hit, new pitcher for the Dodgers, Edgardo Henriquez.
well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to.
High ground ball for a base knock. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
With the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. Freeland over to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now
This is a tough game.
Nathan Lucas. On a line. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Here comes the runner. The second run scores. It's
Oh my God.
double, and
Chill.
now they trail by
Relax.
1.
Big swing
Relax.
of the bat right there. Just
Relax.
much hitting to get him back with it.
Number 70 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Comes up empty.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., known for his late inning heroics. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
For the Blue Jays, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
He was late there, strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ball one there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
The next offering misses, and the count is 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Holy shit.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter.
To overly lock in.
So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Late that time, and it's strike two. Hoffman, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and he works in a sinker.
Oh.
3-2 now. Swings
Got him.
for the K. Fourth time tonight. Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Two down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Comes up empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Stepping in, number 74.
Designated hitter.
He knows that curveball, folks.
Will Klein gets the call from the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Throw on to Freeman. Awesome play there. Swing and a ground ball
Damn
out to
it.
short. Throw on to Freeman. Blue
I'm gonna
Jays
do
have
this with
just
2
one
outs.
out left here.
Up next,
And
for
now,
the Blue Jays,
Kazuma
third
Okamoto.
baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
In the air, right field.
Damn,
Tucker
GG.
under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-5 the final here today. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB.
me. Cause I deserve the splurge whenever I urge the purge. But I heard that you capping down. Wait a minute, who you talking to? I got your verse.
Baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers.